Oh shit, I'm already recording. Okay, cool. What's good, YouTube? Yo, alright. So, my boy Connor, I've been watching C-Dog for a minute, okay? But regardless, this is not about me. He addresses something that was about due to be addressed. And it's about the quality of life levels on, I mean, just the internet, on social media, on Twitch, on like just online, right? And obviously we all know the whole Ironmouse situation. It all started after bro, it sounds like I'm about to summarize Avatar, bro. It all started when Ironmouse took over the sub record for Kaisenet. But then the Kaisenet army attacked, like, but it's true, bro. It's true. All the children that watch Kaisenet just are mad at Ironmouse because she surpassed this record, man. Like, bro. Anyway, I can probably just, you know, explain everything, but obviously, my boy Connor just knows. My boy Connor knows it way better than I do, so we're just gonna listen to him explain it. Alright, cool.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome.
Damn right.
The angry British
where's
man.
My
and if not,
captions?
Don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly.
Honestly, like, I have to definitely agree on this. Like, yesterday, I was sick. I felt ill. And, I mean, all I could do, really, was lay in my bed, sleep, or, be on social media, get through the time, I guess. I think I hit a record time on TikTok. It's kind of insane, honestly. Yeah, here it is. I'll put it on screen. Like, holy, bro. Like, nearly 12 hours. Now, the majority of the time I was either on the toilet feeling sick, so I had to do something, and the other one was just, also being sick and not being able to literally look up. Long story short, the moment I did this, or like looked around, I felt like I had to puke. Alright, but regardless, anyway, that doesn't matter. But the amount, every single time I saw something about either politics, man-hating feminism, other feminism, libtard stuff, retarded mega stuff, like anything regarding like the toxicity that is between like this blue versus red, conservative versus liberals, man versus woman, like every single time, man, I'm getting so tired. I just want to see some funny memes, see some cute cat videos. Like, where did that social media go, bro? Like, I think social media became this corrupt and toxic because now it is a viable way to make money, right? So people just spam a bunch of like propaganda or like rage bait or like anything they can think of, and nothing is pure anymore. Everything is just based on like, oh, I can make a lot of profit if I just roast this particular group of people. Like, unless you're racist, I guess people still hate racists, so that's good, right? But even then, like, nowadays racism is so fucking low-key. It's so like pathetic. Like, it's not even original anymore. Like, I came, alright, from this generation where racism was actual work, alright? They actually thought of something. They were funny, as they were also racist. But in the end of the day, it was also funny because they actually thought of things that were creative. It was not just, I hate black people, I hate white people. No! It was way funnier. It was way better. And even a lot of like black creators on TikTok or Twitter have like talked about that, you know, like where did the real racism go, bro? Like this now it's all rage bait. It's not even happening. It doesn't even come from the soul anymore, bro. Like nobody's truly racist anymore. Like if people were truly still actually racist, they would be, I don't know, they would be way more creative. They would actually know what they were talking about. Regardless, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the mental health thing, the quality of life on the internet, and it's been very going downhill because everything is politics, everything is men versus women, everything is like all this corrupt, toxic nonsense. And partially, I think that's not really everyone's, you know, experience, obviously. But if you are, especially if you are, you know, like me, a content creator, and you interact with stuff like that, and honestly, if you see something you don't like, don't interact with it. That's my best, like, advice. No matter how much it enrages you, no matter how much it, you feel compelled to correct or help the situation, don't. Okay? Don't. Because the more you get interacting with it, the more you get it on your timeline, the more you get corrupt, the more depressed you get from the view of the world. Like everything, the view of people. Like I already didn't like people, right? But the people on social media, bro, if I don't mentally force myself to recognize these people as just NPCs, bots, not even real people, I would probably like hate people even more, right? But anyway, regardless, Connor, you're about to rant too. I'm also gonna rant, so this is gonna be a great video. I can already tell this video is gonna be like an hour long. Oh boy. Hey you, want a subscription on LazyKing? Yeah, I got it right here. Free subscription right now. Come on, take it. Take it. Before the cops come, come on, take it. All right, have a good day, man. We never met. Remember that.
Any online platform, especially my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies, just make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's a pretty horrible experience to use it now as Twitter.
Yeah, but that's not Twitter's fault. All right. The moment Elon Musk made sure that Twitter was as equal as it could possibly be, there's still some things that are not completely equal, obviously. But free speech, free speech. And whether you think hate speech shouldn't be free speech or not, I think you're just wrong. Okay. Free speech and hate speech is the exact same thing. Okay. Because if you ban hate speech, you're just South Korea. Remember? They banned fucking Winnie the Pooh, a bear, because they were making fun. Or was it China? I don't know. One of those two. Like, they banned a bear because they were making fun of the president or the prime minister or the whatever the fuck. Some Asian on top of the country. I don't know. And they banned that bear because people were making fun of him with that bear. Like, the moment you slip into making hate speech bannable or blocking it or whatever, doing, you know, censoring it, you're just South Korea. You're just China. You're just any other dictatorship. All right? So the moment we ban hate speech, that's when free speech is no longer a thing. So yes, social media is horrible for that. I do think there's certain things that should not be said, like for example, like the most obvious one is you know, the kill yourself comments. Some of them, you know, can be like lighthearted meme wise, but some people actually genuinely mean that shit, right? And honestly, if you still say kill yourself in 2024. Like, bro, go back to 2016 Leafy days, bro. Like, come on, grow up. Anyway, so yeah, it's not really a Twitter thing because on Instagram and on TikTok, that shit's all blurred, all blocked. I have so many like claims or like almost what is it called, like community guideline strikes on TikTok, bro. Like, and why? Because I sometimes say something that could be controversial, that could challenge people's belief systems, that could sometimes tell them they're wrong or they're being stupid. Like TikTok is one of the worst. I've been banned on 3 Instagram accounts, and I haven't even said any vile shit or anything like that. I was just being honest about certain things, saying people are stupid about certain things, or correcting people, like the normal thing, right? I'm not even swearing at them. I'm just correct, like whatever. Anyway, so yeah, those platforms for free speech are terrible. That's why I like Twitter. All right, it's raw. It's raw internet. It just feels real. All right. Anyway, aside from the ads in Twitter, right? Because those are annoying. But we do have community notes, so I guess that's one thing, right? Anyway, continue, Connor.
Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry. And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really just a miserable experience.
I haven't seen anyone get killed on Twitter. However, I did see that on Instagram a lot. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's because of my algorithm that, you know, it only shows stuff I hate, or anime, or game-related things, or stuff like that. Or titties, bro! Bro, nothing brightens my day than seeing some titties on the timeline, bro. Anyway. Continue.
Experience overall. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments. And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal...
You know why they are brutal? Because they are trying to get like they try to wiggle through the guidelines, and that's why Unalive and like stuff like that came to existence. Because they trying to like say something incredibly vile, but then they type it out, and then, you know, TikTok or Instagram bans the comments. So they think of ways and different words to say in place of certain words that are going to trigger the guidelines, right? So that's why I think those platforms have such vile stuff. Because imagine, right? Imagine if you are mad, right? Imagine if you are enraged, just very emotional. You type something out, and you get like a warning, like, do you want to really, you know, type this out, right? Do you want to send this? Then you click send. Then you get a notification later on that your comment has been deleted because of blah blah blah, bullying, whatever, right? Imagine you see that, right? You're still high in emotions because you're a fucking moron, okay? And I've been here, okay? I'm not perfect, all right? I've been in a situation where I was like, fuck this stupid bitch, you know? Like some man-hating feminist, bro. That's the worst, honestly. Like, regardless, I'm not gonna go into rants about that. But then you type it out, then you get the notification, and they're like, oh wow, my comment got deleted. Oh great. Then you go back to the fucking page, then you go like change certain words, change certain phrases, change whatever to, you know, wiggle through the guidelines. And that just makes you more angry and more vile and more aggressive because you get censored, bro. It's like trying to pass through like a gate, but the gate doesn't allow you to go through, but you need to go through. Exactly. That's annoying, right? That's very annoying. Or like you need to catch a bus and there's a bunch of a whole pack of fucking motherfuckers in the way, but you need to catch your bus. But these fucking morons are in the way, and you can't go through them. So in your head, you're like, get your Glock out and shoot everything. Okay, maybe that's only me. Anyway, I'm glad I'm not living in America, bro. I would be, if my intrusive thoughts actually came through sometimes, I would have been, oof. Bro, thank God I live in a country where getting a gun is nearly impossible, okay? Anyway, so yeah. Like, the fact that you get ignored or like blocked or like restricted by your speech, that's really annoying, right? And that only makes people more violent. Connor, go ahead.
We're talking, sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there, but I would say it's just cruel. Like, just being online right now is cruel. It feels like nobody has any respect for each other, but I don't.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think people are deserve respect. Okay, so, oh boy, here we go again. I was 2 seconds of the video. Okay, whatever, bro. Guess we're just doing an Asmongold special again. Anyway, here we go. Okay. My opinion is that people don't necessarily deserve respect online, okay? I think they deserve respect, you know, in person. But online, I don't think any of them deserve anything. They're not entitled to anything, right? Especially if you already enraged people. Like, the fact that you would enrage people, right? And then you know, somehow expect them to be respectful back, like, that makes no sense, okay? You haven't lived long enough to not understand humans that well, all right? So, yeah, respect is earned, okay? And that counts for everyone, that counts for online, and that counts a little bit for, like, real life. Obviously, whenever you're in, like, a public space and somebody bumps into you, you're like, oh, no worry, my bad, you know? Just, you know, let it slide, right? But if somebody gets really rude and in your face, like, they don't deserve respect. Alright? They don't deserve respect. If you don't get respected back, you don't have to respect them. Like, it's a two-way street, bro. You get respect, right? You show respect. That's just how it is. And if somebody doesn't show respect to you, you're not gonna give respect back. Anyway, whatever. Cool, Connor, let's go.
I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until now. But look, I'll be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers.
The weird blanket hatred for VTubers? I don't think it's weird. No. I'll explain later.
I've seen
let him go to this point.
Massive hate train against Ironmouse, which I don't understand, and
Oh, come on, Connor, come on, you can't be this ignorant, come on.
I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I
Thank you, Connor. You couldn't be more wrong, but thank you.
appreciate that. But there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't.
Yes, of course. All right, so anyway, before we go for the next point where you're gonna come in, the weird hatred for VTubers. Okay, I get it. Okay, personally, I don't like VTubers. I just don't get them. I don't like the parasocial relationship thing that's going on between them. I just don't like it. I think it's cringe. It feels too weird to me. And honestly, the majority of them are women, and most of the time they have, in my opinion, annoying voices. And you could say, well, you got an annoying voice. I know! I've been living with this voice my whole life. Don't you think I know if my voice is annoying me? Yeah, I just don't like them, alright? But, you know, credit, I give credit where credit is due, and Ironmouse is killing it. She almost won Streamer of the Year. Wait, did she? Didn't she, like, win some awards? I think she did, right? Anyway, whatever. One thing I think is also very important to recognize, people don't really, or some people don't like the fact that they are anonymous. Look at how, you know, some other anonymous YouTubers, everyone just wants to see their face, everyone wants to see their, you know, everything, you know, they want to see a person, they want to see the face behind the voice, right? And with VTubers, that's the most, like, jarring issue, I think. Because there's an unknown, and people hate being in the dark, right? And not knowing somebody you've been watching for, like, years and years and years and years, and still not knowing or seeing his face, or knowing how he looks, or she looks, my bad. that's jarring, right? That's very annoying. And some people don't really understand it. Personally, I also don't understand it. Like, if you're ugly like me, like, bro, I don't fucking care. Like, grow some fucking confidence, you know? You know? it's not that difficult. Like, just boot up your webcam and, you know, make videos. Like, I just don't get VTubers like that. I guess Nutaku is, no, not Nutaku. Nuxtaku. Nuxtaku is a VTuber that, you know, nobody knows his face, right? And I've watched him for like a while. Eventually I stopped, really. Honestly, when he started going like really VTuber route, like becoming like the 2D or the 2D, like, you know, moving picture VTuber type shit, you know, that's when I lost interest, because it felt, I don't know, it felt weird. I don't know. Honestly, also his content just went way down because, you know, he started just uploading slop reactions about, you know, what he did in the streams. He didn't really make any like structured videos that I used to like about him. Anyway, so yeah, the unknown. People don't like the unknown. They want to see the people behind the voices, right? And especially with VTubers, the majority of them, you know, everyone just thinks they're just ugly or fat. And then they're like VTuber models, like all like skinny and like voluptuous and, you know, all that, or like ripped, whatever, right? So there's also hate about that, right? Because there's like this fake portrayal on a person, or at least that's what they think, right? And that's dishonesty, and that's also something people just don't like. Don't like being dishonest, and the whole like hiding your identity is also a form of dishonesty, right? So that's why I think VTubers are hated by some people. Yep. Okay, cool. Connor!
Don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry, it'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as...
Yeah, and this is also something, personally, I don't know, man, but I don't think she deserves it. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I think she doesn't deserve it, okay? Because, I'm not the biggest fan of Kaisenet, okay? I would never watch a stream. The only stream I've ever watched was the section where Dashi came in, alright? That was like a couple days ago, right? That's the only part I've ever watched Kaisenet, because Dashi was in it, alright? And I fucks with Dashi hard, alright? So, outside of that, I've never watched a single stream, like sat down watching a stream. I didn't watch it live because, well, I got better things to do to watch shit live. But I did watch it, right? I did watch the whole sequence. I watched the whole thing, like sat down, like really just, you know, consumed the content, right? And I thought that was fun. It was really fun, right? But I will never watch another Kaisenet stream. I don't think he is that interesting. I don't think he's that funny. I don't think he's that, how you say it, entertaining. For me, right? He doesn't really have the interest I care about, or like he doesn't really make the content I care about. The celebrities he brings on, I don't know them because I just don't care about celebrities like that. You know, and he doesn't really play games I care about. Anyway, so Ironmouse doesn't deserve this like big stream thing, or like this sub record, because if you look at the production that Kaisenet does, I was about to say Speed, but Speed is not on Twitch. I keep forgetting that. Twitch is, Speed is on YouTube, right? Yeah. But like Kaisenet's setup, bro, his whole house is like full of like cameras. It's actually insane. Like, I can definitely respect the amount of effort, you know, this man goes through to make this whole like streamathon, or like what does he call it? He got like the mafia-thon going on right now, right? But before that, he did like a whole like streamathon going, you know, going the whole like days and days on end, like subathon. That's the word. That was, I couldn't think of it. His whole subathon where he just, you know, he showed his life. He showed him living every single day, every single second. Like, even when he slept. Like, personally, I can't do that shit, bro. Like, I tried that. I tried to, like, stream for a whole weekend long. That shit was draining, bro. Never again. So I can really respect him for that, right? Because it takes effort. It takes a lot of energy to, you know, like, be entertaining for that long. Be that energetic for that long. Now, I don't know if he has, like, some ADHD or whatever that helps him a little bit with that. But even then, like, you still get exhausted when you have ADHD. Like, it's not like you got a limited energy source or anything like that. Anyway. And then Ironmouse, she is just some person that, you know, uses a program that reads her movements and becomes this, like, 2D avatar. Like, it's not the same scale, right? And that's why I don't think she deserves it, but honestly, who actually deserves anything, right? Like, it's not like you have, you know, you can just put all your effort into it, something, and you can achieve everything you want online. That's simply not true, because sometimes you just have to be lucky too, right? You have to, like, get into the algorithm, you know, make something that a lot of people liked, you know, so, like, for example, my previous video, bro, one of my previous videos I uploaded was this one. Look at that, bro. 7.8k for a reaction to a death battle where I kept yapping throughout the whole thing, and people actually watched it. They saw that video was nearly an hour long, and people actually watched the video. Honestly, I'm still, like, I don't know. I still don't know why people did what they did, why they watched it, but whatever. Anyway, that's just luck, right? There's just a luck factor, because after that, I did not get the same amount of views, right? Anyway, so yeah, luck is a huge factor, and I just don't think, I just don't think she deserves it. That's it, you know? That's it. Anyway, Connor, go ahead.
Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to—
Yeah, that's normal. That's just internet shit, you know? I mean, I bet Michael Jackson got the same thing. Like, you know, even before social media, that shit existed, and now it's just easier. So it's more. It makes sense, you know? Before, you had to, like, write a letter, put a post note on it, or whatever, zip. You know, the sticker, all right? Post note? I don't know the English words, bro. What the fuck? The thing that you put on a fucking letter, okay? And then you have to send it to an address, and then, you know, hope they read it and it ruins their day, like, you know? But now it's just easier. You just go online, say some shit, and then send it. You know?
to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit.
Here, bro, what did I say? What did I say? Yo, look at it. VTubers are cringe, lazy, and fake. I know people, bro, because I am people. Let me quickly read what this says. I find it very sickening how VTubers, most especially HoloLive members, get so many fans and white knights. I know this is the cliche, but as far as I know, they could be 300-pound men sitting in his mom's basement. I just can't muster the courage to survive more than 10 seconds of any VTuber content. Most of the time, they have no personality and play on the over-sexualized character. I frequently watch the podcast and commentary YouTubers, and I prefer quality over some cringy and fake avatar. My best sum up of VTubers is they are corporate manufactured characters to exploit parasocial relationships. This is just my opinion. I don't actively be toxic or degrade them, but I do hate them with a burning passion. I think that's supposed to be passion right there. I do watch anime and read manga. Okay, so like I said, bro, this is 100% what a lot of people think about VTubers. And is it right? Is it wrong? No. Okay, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's something that should exist. And the people that should get affected by it shouldn't, you know, they shouldn't have to be affected by it, alright? Because I think I already, I think I tweeted, like, maybe I could find it. I think I tweeted about it a while back. Retweeted something. Yeah, I retweeted this. Here we go. So this was a screenshot of the video. That's why I'm making this video right now. And here it is. So what I said was, the hate isn't even that bad. It's just reality. She's the best guy and people didn't like that, so they hated on her. It's truly not that deep. She's way too big online to care about those people. Focus on her own thing, which she's killing right now. So in the like, you could say like, oh well, I was hating on her. No, I wasn't. I just think, you know, everything, she shouldn't be bothered by it. Like, she is killing it. She got a shit ton of fans. She's like, hopefully enjoying what she does, right? And you know, just, she is on top of like VTuber community. Like, she's one of the most popular VTubers in the world, right? And honestly, if then hate comments still affect you, like, bro, I'm not even that big and I get hate, but I don't care, bro. I care so little, bro. I'm gonna record reacting to comments after this. And I just don't care about hate comments, bro. I just laugh at their faces. Ironmouse should do the same. Like, I don't see why she would be affected by these trolls, by these haters, by these morons that are just hateful online. Like, just because I don't like VTubers or like Ironmouse doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there and like start hating on her. Sure, I did say that she probably got to where she got because of luck, and I think there was like some because she got nominated for Streamer of the Year and then she got a giant boost. Like, I don't know what it was. There was also something else, and yeah, maybe that was hurtful. Maybe that was, but it was my truth. It was my opinion, and I never said Ironmouse is a horrible person or I hate Ironmouse. Like, no, I never said that, and I don't hate her. To hate somebody, I actually have to care about somebody. Hatred is the most caring, like, passionate emotion ever, bro. Next to love, that is like one-on-one, bro. Hatred and love is like, it's like almost equal. Anyway, so yeah. This is why people say what they say. And some people go actively witch hunt people online, and I've probably done it. I'm not gonna lie, you know, like I said, I'm not perfect. I am people, bro. I am haters, all right? And sometimes I do, you know, do something that I later regret, or not regret, but should regret if I read it back later or something like that, right? But you know, shit happens, all right? People say hurtful stuff about you. Get over it. You know, get a thicker skin. Like, if I had Ironmouse's success, my ego would be through the fucking atmosphere, bro. I would be like Gurren Lagann, going through fucking, throwing no, not atmosphere, Milky Ways, like frisbees, bro. If I was on top, like that, bro, and some fucking retard comes in my comment section, claiming I'm a 300-pound man, sitting in front of a computer in my mom's basement. Bro, I could not. Bro, I would be sitting there just having some popcorn and shit, reading them shits, bro. Because I wouldn't give a fuck. Anyway, not everyone's like me. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird. No, I'm definitely weird. I'm definitely not normal. But anyway, yo, Connor, you can go ahead again. You were only 2 minutes into this video. Oh, God.
just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet. So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%.
Obviously. Bro, if you don't defend your friends, unless they're, you know, guilty or like, you know, terrible people, but then you're not friends anymore, right? That makes sense. But honestly, like, Ironmouse didn't do anything wrong. Like, of course you defend her. Of course.
I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, you know, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change. Because
hate isn't acceptable. It is something that is to be expected, okay? People are vile creatures. People are jealous creatures. People are bitter creatures. That's just how it is. And social media just exposes everyone. Like, don't you think people back in the day before, like, in 1960, people weren't bitter? Of course they were. Of course they were jealous. Of course they were awful human beings. Like, it's just now anyone can make a social media account and put out their vile thoughts, put up their brutal opinions about people. Like, honestly, I like nothing better. Like, I rather want people to be able to say what they say and maybe hurt my feelings. I don't have feelings, but you can try to hurt them. Like, go ahead, try it. It's not gonna work, bro. But whatever. I'm just gonna be like Goku, you know, when Cooler punched him, and I'm just gonna stand there like, you know. So yeah, people should be allowed to say whatever they want about anyone. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's wrong. I think that's what freedom of speech is all about. I think freedom of speech is the whole thing about freedom of speech is that you can express your dislikes and distaste about things. I think that's the best part about freedom of speech, because people can actually criticize people without getting jailed or whatever. Although UK is going a bit weird right now. I'm not gonna lie, they're like arresting people for what they said on online social media. That's weird, bro. That's fucked up. That's some North Korea type shit. Anyway, go ahead.
What some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet, and I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while, because this is very Japanese coded. But, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included, who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is, but I like it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like, what is this? But I like it. The people that like it, they're not gonna hate because they like it. And they will grow into it more, and they'll, you know, get into the culture, get into the community, get into like the whole, like, you know, the whole thing about VTubers. And I tried, all right? I tried, but I just can't do it, bro. I just, like, the most VTuber I will get is like MadPet, okay? More than that, that's too much.
Gonna see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI, perhaps? You know, pretty uninspired insulting.
That's not hate, and that's not insulting. That's criticism. That's valid concern. Because, like I said, people don't like being in the dark. People don't like mysteries, and people don't like being lied to. So that's a very normal human response towards a very obvious or like a very suspicious kind of thing. I think that's not hating. I think that's just valid criticism and just, you know, being genuinely concerned, or, you know, being annoyed by because they think they got lied to. You know, I think that's a very normal and like normal response.
In comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found Ironmouse as well. Now, Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person, but, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything. Whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia. This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if
that's a terrible existence. And just like a lot of people before, you know, and this is partially because of bad people, okay? Some people, you know, claim they're like disabled or like have some illness, you know, and, you know, try to get some sympathy from them, right? But I could be wrong. But I think Connor is a very honest and upstanding dude, right? And if he says that Ironmouse has this illness, I believe him. Okay, like if she just said that herself, right? I just don't trust people easily. Okay, I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't trust anybody. All right, I'm very distrusting people, right? So I never really believed her, right? Because there's bad people that lie about that shit. Like people get constantly exposed where they fake an illness or fake a mental disorder or fake whatever, right? Just to get like some sympathy and some clout from it. So those bad people ruined it for, you know, people that are actually sick and actually are, you know, in a terrible state and a terrible life. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I didn't believe it at first, but if Connor says it, and I've believed it for way longer than now. Okay, I didn't just like, oh my god, he said it. Okay, no, I already knew, right? I already believed Ironmouse has this disease, right? Bro, I lost my train of thought. My bad, bro. So yeah, that's terrible. All right, that's a terrible existence, and you know, for that she deserves. Oh my god, I'm just gonna contradict myself. Fuck. Bro, that's crazy, bro. How am I gonna say at the beginning of the video where I don't think she deserved it, and then because she's living this miserable life, I was about to say that she deserves everything she earned? Like, wow. Okay. You see how sympathy is weird? So yeah, anyway, whatever. Continue, Connor.
she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk, thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America! So this meant the only human contact the Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be. Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we
I don't think leaving your room is a bad thing, but being afraid that everything that you come across or like touch or get around to could make you potentially sick and kill you. Yeah, that's terrible, all right? Like if Mouse got what I got yesterday, I don't even know what I got. That shit was weird, bro. Like just having to look around and just feeling violently ill and nearly having to like puke from that shit. She might die from that. So now, you know, after, you know, hearing this, isn't it weird how much we take shit for granted? Like, I knew I was gonna get better. I just had to sit it out. But Mouse would literally be terrified. Honestly, not even terrified. I think she would just be like, all right, well, here's my last note to my parents. I'm not gonna survive this, you know, like, that's terrifying.
We at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is
Yeah, I was not really, I didn't really care. Honestly, during COVID, shopping was the best. Nobody talked to you. Nobody was near you. Nobody was in your way. People did not talk. All right. I just go to the cashier. She didn't say shit. She just looked, like nodded, and that's just it, bro. Perfect. I loved it, bro. I would probably be like one of the few people that actually loved COVID, bro. COVID was the best. I had a job. People didn't care about me. People didn't see me. People didn't interact with me. I didn't exist, bro. Perfect. Love it.
Interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by, you know, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many more facets to it than me raging at Jump King. It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is that when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed. Basically, normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to, like, you know, go, like, lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
Duh. Bro, honestly, I should not become famous, bro, because I would exploit my fans, okay? I'm not, like, gonna be, you know, doing some crypto zoo stuff or anything like that, but, you know, if I knew I had, like, the people that watched me, and if everyone just donated, like, $1, I could just achieve shit. Bro, you bet your ass I would ask. I wouldn't demand anything. I wouldn't be like that, but I would ask. Damn right I would.
I like to call my bed my works, my bed. I don't like calling it my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good. So
I would not be watching this, bro. Like, why is he so close? Would you like it if I was this close? How do you like it? Is this good? Is it fun? Is this good content? Is this cool? Yeah. No, I don't think so. You see, like, I would have already just, you know, what if I randomly stumbled upon this stream, right? And I was like, oh, Ironmouse sounds cute. VTuber, that's a new thing. Let me try to get into it. And this is where I get into a VTuber begging for something. Or not begging, that's dishonest. But like asking for money? That's on face value, right? That's all you just saw in like a couple seconds of this clip. Like, do you understand it? Like, I don't know.
I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. Fox, thank you so much for the penalty. God damn it! Now what are you doing? Now thank you so much for the dono. Thank you.
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time, and then would go offline to take medication. But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing and something that the outpouring support has allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was training to be an opera singer and sounds incredible!
If you could look at me once more.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look, I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said the things that I said in those lobbies, and they were recorded, I would not be here today. I would not have a career.
Oh, bro. If you knew my early... Nah. Yeah, I'm with Connor on that, bro. If my gaming career started at like 2012, I would be cooked. I would be cooked, bro.
Or any career. I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years. And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was. And because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there was a kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave. However, nowadays, it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like, or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor.
I'm sorry, Connor. I'm on this side. That's weird. And this is what I meant with like the cringy parasocial relationship. And honestly, criticizing this is completely valid. Now, I don't think you should start punching people in the face for it. But thinking this is weird is definitely a valid thing to say. Because it is kind of weird. If I would ask my mom, if I showed her this clip, right? And if I would show her this clip and ask her what she thinks about it, I think she would also say that shit's weird. She would probably say, why are people trying to meet a monitor? First of all, I had to like explain what the hell even that whole thing is, and the convention and all that, but like, you gotta understand, like, Connor, listen. I'm not hating, alright? Like I said, I don't hate Ironmouse. I don't hate VTubers. I just don't like them. Anyway, so you have to be really honest with yourself here, because the majority of people are not in your bubble. They're not in the VTuber acceptance bubble, alright? Most people think VTubers are weird. Hell, most people think streamers are weird. Content creator, like, just being able to say that you're a content creator is already weird to the average Joe. And then, then what do you do? Why are you making so much money from doing that? Like, you know, just explaining that is just wild to the majority of people. Like, the fact that you think this is not weird is because you are in the acceptance bubble and you are aware that this is a thing and you understand the nuance of the situation. But in the end of the day, the majority of people are thinking, why the fuck are people beating a monitor? Anyway, I don't think this is his problem, okay? I just think the majority of people think this is weird.
Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved, and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this. And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Ironmouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And Ironmouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there. I'm really sorry to you, Ironmouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again,
he is apologizing because he got backlash. You know, the VTuber army came at his throat. He got silenced. His opinion got silenced because people didn't agree with him. And he broke. So he apologized to remain his social image. Do I think he's sorry for this? I don't think so. Do I think he did anything wrong? I don't think so. Like, but this is just the power of the internet. Like, just when you started here, like, oh, well, people are toxic on the internet. Well, what do you think about this? It was a very valid criticism. It was a pretty average video, and it's a pretty sad thing, alright? Like, this is what I mean. Parasocial relationships with, like, VTubers and, like, streamers. I think that's very sad. I think it's very pathetic. I think it's super cringe. And not only me, a lot of people will think this. And I don't think it's wrong or hateful to say that. The only reason why people got upset is because it's the truth, and it's the truth they don't want to accept. It is very miserable to be in a parasocial relationship with a VTuber or with a streamer. It is very miserable, especially if that's the only thing you got going in your life. If you don't have any other relationships. And it doesn't mean I hate the person that has it. I just say, but that just means that it's a very sad existence. And calling that out and saying that it is just a very uncomfortable reality that people just don't want to accept. So yeah, like I said, bro, he did nothing wrong. He did not have to like say sorry for this. He did not have to apologize. It was a very regular, normal thing. Like, it just, I don't know, man. Sometimes people just gotta be less in their feelings, okay? Because sometimes you just have to accept the truth.
I'm so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look, to Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video. And I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore. But would you not have taken it down if nobody complained?
Yes, 100%. Because he made the video thinking it was nothing bad. And honestly, like I said, I agree. I don't think it was a very bad video at all. I think it's just a very uncomfortable reality that people don't want to accept. So yes, he wouldn't have taken it down if it didn't have a lot of backlash. That's how majority of people behave. The majority of people actually care what other people think about them. They actually care if they're liked or not. Not me. I'm not people. But yeah.
If everyone joined in, haha, let's make fun of it. Would you not have taken it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick? The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do, you're a piece of shit and you should not be here. But why?
That was not hatred though. He didn't send hatred. He just said it's sad. And it was a very pathetic display. Like, he just made a video showcasing what he thought and showcasing what was there. Like, it was a very straightforward thing. And like I said, the majority of people will agree, but because you're on social media, the people that aren't on social media will not agree. They don't agree that that's normal or that's not weird. So, like you said, like, oh, the social media is toxic and like full of toxic people. That's because they're in a bubble, bro. They are comfortable being toxic. They're comfortable being a dickhead. They are comfortable with saying comfortable saying truths that some people might think is hurtful. The majority of people would never say that shit on, like, offline. They would never say that to somebody's face.
Why is it now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into? Why is that the norm now? Why?
Because people don't have time for that. Also, he's a TikTok creator. Have you ever heard of a TikTok creator researching anything? He probably was just browsing on his phone. He saw this clip and was like, what the fuck is this for pathetic shit? And then he just made the video. And that's it. And then he made probably 2 other videos after that.
Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't understand. The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge, huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say. I'm sure some people watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's true. But in the end of the day, you have to think for yourself, okay? Don't just blindly accept whatever anyone says. Even me, all right? Or even him. I mean, it's fuck not me. Nobody's gonna listen to me. But, you know, like that's something very important.
For some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year.
Yeah, why do you think the term hurt people exists? Like, just realizing how pretty his eyes are. The fuck? What the fuck? I was like, damn, bro. So yeah, what was I don't know. I forgot what I said. Whatever.
It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time. It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards.
Yep. 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 It was the Game Awards. Yep.
Now, the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But, to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done. And providing...
Yeah, you see, but that's the part where people don't care. Okay? I'm yet again, I'm gonna be people again because I'm people, right? They don't care about her situation. They care how much she does compared to others. It's not what they don't care what she's capable of in her restricted opportunities or restrictions. I don't know. I can't think of a different word. And there's another thing, like empathy. It's just not a thing. All right, people don't have empathy for anything or anyone anymore. Okay. And that's partially because most people just don't show them empathy. So yeah, just because she's bedridden or, you know, sick or whatever, you have to understand people don't care. They care about what kind of content she provides. They see what kind of content she provides. They think it's weird. They think it's cringy. They think it's a very absurd kind of a relationship that the majority of these people have. Her having a bunch of simps that give her a shit ton of money has always been a problem on Twitch for any woman on Twitch or on any social media, because, you know, a lot of people think it's pathetic that so many men are, you know, are in love or like in this like parasocial relationship with this person that they will never ever have a chance with. You know, so simp culture is already just something people already hate, right? And then couple that with VTubers, which is also a very thing that a lot of people just don't understand or get, or just will never understand or get. It's still a very niche thing, even though it's a very huge community. It's still a very unnormalized thing, and maybe in like 10 years, it will be more normal. Who knows? But now, even now, after like almost 5, what is it, like 6 years of VTubers or something like that, where they actually really got popularized. No. And you can't you can't expect people to either. So, yeah.
Adding such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to...
Wait, who were nominated? Ironmouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher. Who? I don't know any of these people.
Game Award goes to Ironmouse. So, Ironmouse couldn't be here tonight because
I wonder why.
Ironmouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award. This has led to a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad.
I don't think it's unnecessary at all. I understand it, you know? I get it.
This over Kai?
Yep.
Bro, who are you? You know, it's and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this, but they're by far the most liked ones, and it only gets worse the closer we get to today. We all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in. And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now.
Yeah, because people still don't get it. People still think it's not deserved. I'm sorry, Connor, but you gotta just rip your, feelings for Ironmouse and look at this face value. Like I said, I don't like Kai or Ironmouse. I don't like either of them. It makes sense. It's so logical. It's really logical. Also, another uncomfortable truth. Some people just hate women. And that's also fueled by this. Because she surpassed a man. There's still a lot of misogyny on the internet. I'm not shocked by this. Honestly, it's, like I said, it's very mild. It's not even that bad. It's just people saying, what the fuck?
Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's Ironmouse? Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the streamer of the year. It probably stops after that. Oh no. So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh yeah, great. Because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f? Just chill the f out, man. Who the f is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat Kai? No human being on the planet wearing this. Okay, well,
Bro, I'm sorry, Connor. I am sorry, Connor, but God, you're biased. Oh, you're so biased.
I wear it and it's on fire, okay? Jeez. On my life, I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care? Why? Like, if I just haven't seen something, I just don't interact. I don't understand. What?
Yeah, you're mature enough for that. It's just, it's different, man. It's different, especially if you hate your life. You're either still going to school or you have a job you hate. Like, nothing in your life is going well. Like, it's so... Oh. It's not weird. It's just not weird at all.
What has happened where we all feel the need to say our opinion and be like, yeah, guys, we hate this, right? Who cares? You're a loser! This has gone on for...
Oh, Connor, yo, damn. I don't know if you should have said that, bro. Oof. Oh, I can't wait to read the comments after this.
Months. And it's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting on TikTok, which I feel is really f***ed up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform. The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award. What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse can...
Yeah, but especially nowadays, awards are just... They don't feel fair anymore. They don't feel very deserved anymore. The majority of awards are not, researched or, really, not researched. The criticisms are not always as equally divided as they should be. I think that's the best Yeah, that's the best explanation I can think of. Like category wise, and like before it was, you know, the most popular. That's the one who won, you know. And now because it goes more on like who's the best, it's very divided because some people don't think something is the best when some people do think something is the best. Like that's just, I don't know, man. It's a very, also a lot of people don't trust these things anymore, like especially when back like 2023 where with the Game Awards where Spider-Man lost against Baldur's Gate, and the majority of people knew Baldur's Gate as that one game where you could fuck a bear. Like you know, you get me? You get me? It's just ignorance for a lot of things will make people mad, and I don't know. It's like I said, very normal human behavior here.
Gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts that post, "Can you believe this cartoon is beating Mars streamer, guys?" And it only escalated once more when Ironmouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch, which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful. And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to. It's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings. Unless you have less than 60 IQ, no one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness.
I'm not defending these comments. I would personally never comment that under somebody's video. Probably. But like it's a very human response. It's just, it's not an irrational hatred. It's just the majority of people are not mature. The majority of these people are not mature. And you can tell. Immature behavior, that's this.
Which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this. This is psychotic. This is f***ed up. How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages. Because of course it would be. Like, if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up. This is f***ed. 100%. I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name dropping Kai, saying how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming.
Bro, shout out to Kai, by the way. Bro, defend her in the best way possible, bro. Honestly, like, no matter how much I don't really care about Kai, he's not a bad dude at all. I don't think he's a bad dude at all. I think he's a very, very good dude. I mean, his previous stream where he got high with Snoop Dogg on Twitch is... personally, I wouldn't stream that to kids, right? Like, I wouldn't have done that, but, you know, it's not terrible, right? It's not horrible. It's not, I don't know, personally, I wouldn't have done it. So yeah, he makes some questionable choices that I wouldn't make. He brings some questionable people on the stream that I would not, you know, get on stream, but at least it didn't get bought out to, you know, make a vote campaign video for Kamala Harris. You know, at least he's not corrupt. You know, at least he's not just a cog in the system. You know he's a human with his own thoughts that are not just somebody who chases money. He's just a dude that's, well, sometimes either acts as he lacks a lot of intellect, or he actually does lack a lot of intellect. But, you know, if people think he's enjoyable to watch and entertaining, that's fine, right? But regardless, so he did defend her, and that's very commendable, and I would definitely applaud him for that, because he didn't have to do that, right? Personally, I would have done it, because I don't want people hating on others just because I'm succeeding or they are succeeding. Wait, hold on. Personally, I wouldn't want people to hate on somebody just because they surpassed my successes. I don't think that's something that I would accept or just, follow up on. I don't think I would definitely also go to her defense, right? I would not blindly hate Ironmouse if she surpassed me. I wouldn't have done that. And shout out to Kai that he also didn't do that. He's a good person. He's a good dude. So yeah.
Kai in any capacity. I think his audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd. And,
yes.
And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised Ironmouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in.
Yep.
Because everyone seems to do that all the time.
Yep. That's one of the big problems. Ignorance is at an all-time high for a era where every single thing you can, every single thing you don't know can be looked up within a couple seconds. You don't have to go to the library anymore looking for a book to get the information you want. You can easily just grab your fucking telephone, your fucking portable PC that is just in your pocket all day and all time. Google whatever the fuck you want to know and enlighten yourself with new information. Like, I am till this day still looking up certain words on how to say or how to write out English words that I don't know or don't understand how to write them out. Partially because dyslexia might be a thing I have. I've never been tested for it, but very likely. But I'm also Duolingo. I'm also multilingual, I mean. So, I also speak more than one language, Like, I guess I only speak 2. It's not that major, but, something. But yeah, for a era of human years, that makes no sense. For an era this intellectual, no. For an era where people could be so informed, they're so uninformed. And partially because, honestly, I think TikTok ruined people in a major way. Now, what do I mean when I say TikTok ruined people? I think people consume so much content in so little time that they see a snippet of information that might be misinformation. And they either remember that, or they forget it, or they somehow like save it in their mind. And then whenever something else comes up that is like partly related to this, they're going to be like, oh, I know that. I saw something back, I don't know, 2 weeks ago about this topic. And then they see something else. Like, ignorance is on an all-time high in this era. And personally, this is why I say Google is free. Like, it's information is not restricted by monetary, like, gates. You can go to Google, to Yahoo, to whatever fucking search engine you want, and learn or inform yourself about something you don't know or don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. That's just weird to me. It's just very, very weird. The ignorance is also a huge cause of hate, so.
Creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name. I
Yes.
would be mortified if
Absolutely.
I saw it. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people.
Connor, you're a little bit off the mark there.
I hope. And look, I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself.
Bro, I wish. That would mean people actually gave a fuck about me. Bro. Please, Lord, give me the hate Ironmouse gets.
Love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you from what you want to do in life. Now I'm going to go drink a beer. Bye.
I don't really drink beer. Or any alcohol, to be honest. I'm already stupid enough. I don't want to lose more brain cells. Comments time. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so let's just go for the first comment, okay? I heard about her. I tried watching once and I got a conclusion that this content is not for me. And that was the end of it. People have way too much time on their hand and I barely have enough time to enjoy the things I like. I don't want to spend time on hating something. That's a very, very, very good point. Like, where do you find the time to spend hating on people? Like, I'd rather enjoy what I like than start hating on people I hate. Personally, I don't hate anyone. I can't even think of anyone I actually hate. I might dislike a lot of people, but hate? Nah. That's too much emotion for me, bro. I'm a robot. I don't have that emotion. I don't have hate or love, alright? I have like dislike and like, that's about it. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Very valid one, yeah. Never watched Twitch, but I've never heard of Ironmouse. I live with chronic pain and I started crying when I saw the clip of her getting the funds for her new workspace. Seeing someone in a pseudo-similar situation as I am, health-wise, and also thriving in their chosen field, it means so much to me right now. And here there's somebody who got inspired by, well, the achievements Ironmouse, you know, achieved, right? And that's a good thing. Guy is also straight up having to tell his own fans to chill on the hate towards Ironmouse and that she inspired him to donate to charity. A lot of grown-ass men acting like children towards her and other VTubers for no good reason, despite the fact that she had done a lot of good. Now here's where something I gotta clear up. And there's no hate towards Kai, okay? The majority of people that are hating on Ironmouse, that are Kai Snet fans, are not mentally mature people. And dare I say, probably not even 18. The majority of these people are teens. They're children. They're probably in high school. So saying grown-ass men are hating towards Ironmouse, that's just wrong. I'm sorry, bro. That's just wrong. It's just not correct. It's definitely not accurate at all. Sure, there might be a couple of them. I'm not gonna deny that. But the majority of them are not mature, alright? There are a lot of streamers I don't like. You know what I do? I don't watch them and support my favorites instead. It's really not that hard to be an asshole. It's really not that hard to not be an asshole. I mean, yeah, that's very valid, man. Very valid. She's being crucified for doing nothing but succeeding. Completely unjustified. More power to her. And I agree. I think she's getting crucified for, you know, succeeding. And it shouldn't get hate. But like I said at the start of this video, people are hateful, cruel, bitter, and jealous creatures. Alright? They see somebody succeeding that they deem unworthy or like less than them for whatever reason. It could be because she's a VTuber, it could be because she is a woman, it could be because she's physically ill, it could be because any other reason you can think of. And people will, you know, I wish there was a fucking word in English for this, but I don't think there is. Let me look it up. I don't think there's no word for it. It's to suppress people. It's not a good, accurate translation for it, but is there a term for that? Suppress. Oh, okay, yeah, suppress. Yeah, that's a pretty good word, yeah. Didn't even mention the most ludicrous details. She got all that hate for something she wasn't even trying to be. Strangers nominated her, strangers voted for her, and she won because strangers decided so. Imagine hearing some strangers talk about a pizza place they really like, and then your reaction is to go to said pizza place and start loudly yelling about how it's not your favorite pizza place and telling the owner to die. These people are dumber than dirt. I don't think it's a very good comparison, but I kind of understand what this person trying to say. Anyway, so that was the comments. The last thing I want to say about this video, because this video is way too long. We're nearing. My recording is 1 hour and 36 minutes. I hope I can compress it a little bit. Yeah. Don't be hateful, alright? If you hate something, go do something else, alright? Don't go after people, alright? Because that's just pathetic. Unless you are face-to-face somebody and you are daring enough to say something to somebody's face, knowing that the consequences might be that you are getting punched or might get killed, okay? Honestly, if you do it like that, I think that's very commendable, alright? I respect that. If you are willing to die for your opinion and to confront people, knowing that you might get hurt, that's commendable. But being behind the screen, saying somebody should kill themselves because they did something or they achieved something that you don't think she deserved, that's pathetic, okay? That's some loser mentality, alright? That's very, very loser mentality. So yeah, that's about it. What do you think about this whole Ironmouse situation? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my boy Connor here, and subscribe to me. Alright, that would be very cool. And yeah. Ironmouse hate is not justified, but it is understandable. Anyway, that's about it. Take care.